All right, what was happening in this solo? Well, I was doing my best tip of the hat to Stevie, so I started off the solo with kind of the Stevie Ray Pride and Joy open E octave thing, which is a great way to start a solo. It's like a mix of Stevie and Johnny Guitar Watson. Really cool stuff. It even helps if you're a little out of tune because it gives it that kind of special twang. Man, I love the sound of doing that. So I started off the first half of that solo all pretty low down there on the middle pickup. And if you notice, when I went to that trill, I switched pickups very quickly from middle to bridge and then back to neck. Also, my mouth is moving involuntarily like a wah-wah. Guitar player stuff. Anyways, that's a very Stevie Ray Vaughan thing to do, is kind of play that tremoloed lick. So I had to throw that one in there. Then when we got to the A, I moved up to the third position. And I'm playing B.B. King blues, but maybe mixing in a little bit of A. Yeah, that's normally kind of a very Stevie Ray Vaughan thing to do. He would, not change keys, but at least kind of hint at the 4 and the 5 as they went through. When I got to the 5, I played... Again, that's 100% right out of his playbook, the way that he would play turnarounds and the way he would wind things up. So then I moved my way up the fretboard. So for me, that's where it started to transition into not just a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute, but kind of doing my own thing, still with the Stevie tone, with the Stevie intention and intensity, but starting to mix in some of my stuff. So maybe to get to the 4, I played kind of a melodic minor lick. So that's very much kind of more my own thing. And then I'm up here in Stevie Land, which again is like Albert King filtered through Stevie. And then I got to the big moment of the solo, in my opinion, is when I started to lay on that. And that was like intense peak of the solo. I mean, the intensity peak of the solo. I was trying to like ramp things up, and that's something you're always trying to do in a solo, is kind of build momentum and ramp them up. So I was working my way towards that peak, and then kind of eased back down to end the solo. And if you'll notice, I started to even sound more like myself kind of halfway through that third chorus, because I started to hybrid pick more instead of just flat pick the way Stevie did most of the things. And yeah, that's when I felt like it started to sound like me filtered through Stevie Ray Vaughan. Now, I'm playing a Strat here to kind of approximate his tone even more. And not that I don't play a Strat a lot of the time, but I play a Telly 90% of the time. So it even gets filtered more normally when I'm playing my normal guitar. So when I play a Strat, it puts me in the Stevie Ray Vaughan headspace, because only a Strat can do that. Nothing sounds like a neck pickup on a Strat or the in-between position. So, that tone actually informs the solo as I'm going along. Because if I play... When I change pickups, even if it's by accident, when I change, it's going to make me think of something else. And yeah, this guitar, that kind of tone, puts me right back into that headspace. And so then, yeah, naturally, those things start to come out. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, just a game changer for me. Like I said, I don't think anybody really has ever influenced me more or had a bigger impact on my playing. Even if necessarily you don't think I sound like him anymore now, the impact is immeasurable, and I know exactly what he meant to me. And so please do yourself a favor, and if you haven't given him the fair shake he deserves, go back and listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan.